Alright, I already edited the video tonight, or today, and already uploaded that for today. This is still day one, by the way. I'm gonna put this at the beginning of tomorrow. I made an executive decision, which is I got to that rest stop, I settled down, I was ready to get some sleep, and I just wasn't tired enough. Or to be more exact, I'm so overexhausted that I'm basically wide awake again. So I need to run myself into the ground at this point in order to get some sleep. So I either need to sit there restless and unable to think for the next 4.5 hours, or risk going out on like a trail walk and passing out of exhaustion because I'm barely able to think. And I wasn't really gonna do either of those things. I didn't really feel like either of those were good options. So I figure I'll just keep driving right now, and we shall see if by the time darkness, like, I think once it starts getting dark, because I don't really have any eternal light sources here, so I think once it starts getting dark, I might actually just start shutting down, which would be both good and bad, because depending on where I am by then, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully everything will turn out fine. Alright, it's 9:15 in the evening. I am somewhere, and I'm heading to Karlstad. I'm saying fuck it. It's a drive, but fuck it. I'm not tired enough to sleep anyway. And I figured, somewhere along the way I ought to find a gas station that has like a USB-C cable, a USB-A to USB-C, because USB-C to USB-C is not very useful, as it is not yet the standard output port, but it is the standard input for all small devices. So far, I just need a standard USB-A to USB-C, but every place I've been to either has a fuck ton of lightning cables. The last grocery store I visited had like 1,000 micro USB cables, but not a single USB-C of any kind. And now I went to this gas station, and all they had was USB-C to USB-C. And wouldn't you believe it? I ain't got no way to use that. Well, it's just about midnight. I made it to Karlstad just about 2 hours ago. Been sitting here watching YouTube since. And if you wonder why it took me so long to get here, well, I stopped around 5 p.m. and had dinner at that rest stop I uploaded yesterday. Well, today from my perspective, to yesterday from your perspective. And so yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff to unpack. I've brushed my teeth, had a leak. I brushed my teeth, had a leak. And I'm at a parking lot at some sort of camping. The parking lot's completely empty. So I assume that there's no signs about limited time or anything. And there's no signs about the Easy Park or anything. So I don't see a parking system of any kind built in. So I assume this is open parking, which means I can stand here for 24 hours without having to pay for anything or without having to move, which is great. So it's perfect. So I'm gonna try to get some shut-eye now, and yeah, then I'll pick it up tomorrow. First thing tomorrow is into Karlstad, to Biltema, get myself a USB-A to C charger data cable, and just get good with it, because I need that. Good morning. It's currently 5:30. I am still just outside of Karlstad. Karlstad camping. I don't actually know what this place is called. I don't remember. I'm making updates as I hit a sign somewhere. I just woke up, had a leak, in a nearby set of bushes. This place was more, like, I gotta say, this place is dead right now. There was cars coming every which way last night at like fucking 2 a.m. Well, not 2 a.m. but like midnight. So, I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, it's currently 5 a.m., 5:30, so... Okay, so I figure I have about 2.5 hours to burn before I have to get into Biltema at the... Is there another ant on me? At the earliest. I need to get in there and get that cable ASAP, so... Yeah. But they don't open until 8, so... who could expect them to? Is there fucking ants everywhere? Yeah, I don't know where, but somehow, like, 1,000,000 ants found their way inside of my clothes, and I don't know why, or where they came from. That's what was making that noise last night. Alright, so, yeah, with that taken care of, that's a thing. Well, I guess I'll have some breakfast and start the day off. Alright, it's 6:55. I need to go somewhere and clean up. So the nearest rest stop is the wrong way. And quite frankly, if I were to hop on over to it, I probably wouldn't be able to get back on track. Now, I think it's gonna be raining my entire trip out, so I don't know if we're gonna get any hiking done. Because quite frankly, trying to dry out clothing in here is not something that you do. So, we should see how things turn out on that front, but I figure if I head to Örebro, I'll be getting there before Biltema there opens. So if I can head there along that route, just take one of those rest stops, because there's 2 on the route on the way there. I suspect at least one of them is gonna be on the side going there rather than just going back. So I marked up one of them and heading over now. I should be there in about 45 minutes, and we should see how things go. Alright, I found myself at the rest stop in question. Now it's time to go to the bathroom, clean myself up a little bit, and have a snack. Something sweet, and to make some tea. I really need to take time for tea. Oh, my medication. That might also be a good plan. Alright, leaving the rest stop now, heading into Örebro. Acceleration! Yeah, car's running great. I mean, it's underpowered as all hell, because it's only got 75 horse, but it's running great. And I mean, I'm 2/3 of a tank in now. I really ought to stop for gas in Örebro too, just to make sure I don't run out. But yeah, I think this about marks the distance point. At this point, I might want to start making my way down again. Thanks to the bullshittery that is Google Maps, I got waylaid. Thanks to the bullshittery that's Google Maps, I got waylaid at the beginning of this trip. I got waylaid, like literally yesterday, an hour after I left. I was on the wrong road and nearly hit Norway, as I told you. So I was just going into the wrong place, and I wasted a bunch of fuel having to turn back around and go back down. Granted, I got some kick-ass views out of it, but oh great, I got a Toyota behind me. Anyway, I got some kick-ass views out of it, but beyond that, I really just ended up wasting a quarter tank on that. Quarter tank. I wasted nearly a third of my tank just going up there and then down again. Which is absurd, but it's how it is. It is what it is, you know. I just realized my wipers are about to fall apart, so I'm gonna have to replace those, but I'm going to a Biltema, so it should be fine. Generally, beautiful views up here. It's still raining. It's been raining since the rain hit me yesterday. It's insane. But it'll be fine. It'll clear up once I get back to the coastal area. Once I get back to a coastal area, it'll clear back up again. And I don't really want to go along the coast though, because it's kind of boring. I'm not a big fan of the coast. I'm a bigger fan of, you know, inland areas, but the problem is you end up with rain 24/7. So, oh my, there's a great rest stop for the way back. Nice. Anyway, so yeah, let it take over. I'm about to hit Örebro. They will be open when I get there, should be. Get on a USB cable so I can edit this one properly. And a couple of fresh wiper blades, because these ones are done. And yeah, just keep the hammer down and keep going. Alright, just got out of Biltema, threw in and went in and got myself a cable. In-house brand, by the way. Amazingly enough, they had 1,000,001 USB-C to C cables that were 3.0, but 3.0 or 3.1, but they didn't have a single USB-A to C that was 3.0, so I guess we're just dealing with USB 2.0 speeds. But it's a whole hell of a lot better than doing all of this shit on my phone. So let's plug this in here. Now that I have enough length. There we are. Now I can actually also use this little lad to charge my phone, which is amazing. This is great. I see this as a total win. I'm now also taking off my shoes for the next little bit of driving because my feet are soaked. My shoes are soaked. So, also impromptu purchase. I got myself a vacuum cleaner. I've been needing one for like a year. I've had like a little handled cordless thing, but it doesn't have the slurp needed. So at least for vacuuming out my car and stuff. So I just barely use it. So yeah. But now I got this one. It's a bagless, just like my handheld. It's a knockoff of a knockoff of a knockoff, so it's not fantastic, but 160 watts of suction is 160 watts of suction. And that is a whole hell of a lot more than my handle has, which is like 30 watts. So yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna head now. I'm gonna check the map and see. Alright, alright, YouTube shouldn't react to that. Made some distance now, I'm on the road. Heading to not the nearest gas station. I still got a quarter tank, so I don't have to worry about distance really. I mean, I made it, oh shit, nearly 50 miles. Nearly 500 kilometers on 3/4 tank. That's pretty good mileage, I gotta say. That's 30 liters, about 30 liters. 500 kilometers. Yeah, I'd say that mileage is okay. It's not the best, obviously, but it's pretty good. This car doesn't have the greatest range because it doesn't have the hugest tank, of course. But it's decent, it works. Now currently I'm sitting here in the sweltering heat because I'm trying to dry myself off, and I'm trying to dry off my feet, my shoes, trying to dry out the car a little bit. So I just like crank the heat. Now it's raining too, which is not helping because the air coming in is wet. The air coming into the car is moist. So it's going in hot, humid, and it's going out rain. I'm pretty sure if I had a singular vent that all the air in the car moved through, it would probably be a fog cloud behind me the moment it hit the air outside at 16 degrees versus the nearly 80 degree air that's going in here. So yeah, that's a fun little thing that's happening. Drying out my shoes down there. I took my shoes off a while ago and it stinks in here now. Those shoes are wet, they're over there, and they are drying very slowly, and it stinks in here. Yeah, you can see the bags under my eyes there. Yeah, fantastic. I did not get a ton of sleep last night. I got sleep? Some kind of sleep. Some amount. More than I got the night before. So I'm honestly somewhat chipper. Not to mention, I started today with a cup of tea. So, yeah. Like, I started today with a cup of tea. The first rest stop I went to, I stopped, I had some tea, I had some fucking porridge. I mean, the porridge was but the tea was good. Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty chipper. Having this cable now, finally, big win. I can finally arrange things as I want. I can set myself up at any rest stop and just do my editing. It's all great. So yeah, I better get back to it. Let's keep going. See where we end up. All right. I've filled up with gas, and I figure it's about time to do some hiking. So, since we are early in the day, ADHD moments. Yeah, since we're early in the day, I figure it's about time we do some hiking. So, since that's gonna happen, I may as well go down to Koviken and park up there, because there's a parking space there specifically for hikers. Repack a little bit of stuff and just strap up the shovel, make sure I have some toilet paper with me, and snacks, like a snack or something, and then just a bottle of water too. I got a water bottle with me, and I still have plenty of water from what I gathered up yesterday. So yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, we're heading down to Koviken. Basically Cow Shore, for the record, or Cow Beach, or something like that. The Cow Shallows, there's the Cow Shallows, you can also call that, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're heading. I'll meet you guys there. All right, I haven't left town yet, and I looked over to my right because I saw a flash of light. I saw like a flash of light, like, you know, an arc, and I look out through my right window and I see as one of the train lines, a small object turns into dust. I shit you not, there was just this yellow brown cloud that just went away from the power line, and the line was still there, so the line didn't burn off. So poor little creature just touched the line in just the wrong way and went and just went incandescent. Holy shit. It was one of the supply lines for the trains, so holy shit, that was insane. I just thought I'd share that before I forget it. Alright, I need to turn left up here, so yeah. All right, we're almost at the hiking parking lot, and I don't know if you can tell, but the sun is out. I haven't had sunshine. I haven't had sunshine since I left yesterday. Since I left home. And even then, it was like kind of gray and overcast yesterday when I left home. So like this is the first bit of sunshine I see for the last 2 days, and it's fantastic. I love it. It's honestly really good. We're like 5 minutes out now from the spot, so yeah. I just figured I'd update you on the fact that we got sunshine. I'm genuinely really excited about this. This might actually be a good hike. Pick you up later. All right, sunny as all hell out. Looking great. This is the parking place for the hiking trails around here. I have no idea where the hiking trails start or end, but I think I see one right there. Yeah, they probably start there, end somewhere there. So I just gotta get repacked, change over some clothes, and then we'll get walking. All right, I'm all redressed. Got shorts on. Got my shovel in case that's needed. And I got my pack with basically the essentials. I got a can of beans in there, I got a can opener, got some toilet paper, plenty of water. So yeah, let's hit that trail. Lads, lassies, if it weren't for the lack of the smell, the lack of salt smell, I would say we're in the ocean right now. But no, that's a lake. You can drink that water. That's fucking wild to me. Something I learned when I was in school. Well, I didn't exactly learn it through school. I learned it while I was with a group. We went out hiking a bit here and there, and it just it was told to me, but I never really absorbed it too well. But it was ingrained in me whilst I was playing Minecraft. Because the rule was, when you're out hiking, find a major immovable landmark and keep it on one side of you at all times. If it moves side, you know you're going the opposite direction. And if it never moves, you're going around it. Okay. That's good. That's good. I learned it through that group, but it was ingrained in me when I was playing Minecraft, because you always place, when you go on the right or on the left, and then you keep those torches on your opposite side when you go back. I think I might have found a swamp. I think I might want to go in a little bit too. Looks like people have been walking here before. Or at least game has been walking here. Anyway, you keep those torches or markers on the opposite side when you return. If you're going a fixed distance or just some distance and then back, like you do when you hike often. In this case, I have to keep the lake to my right, so I can just follow it with it on my left, and I always find my way back to the car eventually. Because there was a little cabin by the parking spaces, just in the woods there. So, yeah, keep that in mind. You know, I got like a kilometer up the shoreline, and then I hit a mud hole. Like, I don't know if there even is a trail here. I can't find one. The only hiking trail I can find is the one that leads directly along the shoreline down to these beaches. That's it. I can't find anything else leading anywhere else, so fuck it. The day is honestly looking good, and this view is too good to spoil, so I just took myself a bath and I'm just gonna lie here for a bit, maybe catch some Z's. See you later. You see that thin gray line that bumps over the horizon? That's the other side of this lake, and that's a mountain. If I go over here, you can't see nothing. Overall, this is an absolutely beautiful location. absolutely stunningly gorgeous. But Jesus fucking Lord, that lake is huge! Well, it's about 1:30 and I just saw some hikers come by and walk in the direction of the eternal bog over there. Yeah, I think I might just head home. Oh well, not home, but back to the car. And maybe pick another location and head somewhere else to snooze for tonight. I don't know how far I want to go, but I'm gonna have to start going south now because I think I want to start heading home over the next day or two. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see where we end up. But anyway, this place is a great like swimming spot or whatever. I might come back here later this year if I get the time. So yeah, I might take like 2 days off later this summer, like towards the end of the summer when things are finally like proper warm, and come back here. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I decided to stop by at Tivedens National Park because I have never been here, and I like parks. They're fun to wander about in. You can always see all sorts of weird shit. And they got a bunch of caves and shit around here. And I suspect that if I start wandering about now, I'll be done by nightfall. And 8 kilometers? 4.5 hours. 9.5 kilometers, 8 hours, 4 to 5 hours. That's like a 2-hour walk. Oh well. It's worth rolling around. I think that's the path I'm gonna be taking. Yeah. I'm gonna be taking the long path around, I think. It goes around the entire lake. Stora Trehörningen. Oh well, no time is pressing. Better get walking. Alright. Started walking on the long trail. Immediately got confused by a marker that was weirdly placed. And yeah, walked a weird trail that had nothing to do with anything. So yeah, things are going great. Well, anywhere there's been a lot of ice, you see this. Look at that. And here's how it goes. Water comes up over a cliff, comes down. There's just air dissolved in the water. Usually gets really hard to compress, especially because you have the pressure of the ice pulling it down. The water comes down, loses speed, and as it hits the bedrock on the other side of the protrusion, the bubbles expand violently. Cavitation effectively. And it erodes away the rock, pulling small gravel and boulders with it to assist it. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of bugs. Anyway, let's keep going. Look at these little caverns. It's just neat little holes everywhere. I just stopped to have myself something to drink, so yeah. Well, let's keep going. Alright, I set off on the round trip around 2:16. It's now 3:27. Oh, puppy. And I'm about halfway done. What's this whole thing about 5 hours? This ain't easy, but it sure ain't a 5-hour walk. Well. This ain't as bad as the 4 to 5 hour marker makes it seem. Especially all of these views. And the fact the water in the lake is clean, it's drinkable pretty much. I mean, yeah, it's a bit brown, but hey, it's just iron. This is honestly a kind of a nice walk. Well, half jog in my case. Although I might have to wrap it up to about 3 hours. It's definitely not a 1 hour march, that's for sure. Well, better get back to it. It's 4:22. We're officially past the 2-hour mark, and I'm getting very tired. I also walked 600 meters in the wrong direction for a moment there. I had to go back. So actually, I walked 300 meters in the wrong direction. I had to go 300 meters back. So I think in total, I walked a little more than the route calls for so far, because I've taken a couple of other deviations to do other things. TLDR, I think I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Alright. Let's keep going. Look at this little green man. He's just undulating his way through life. At this point, I'm pretty much also undulating my way through life. Jesus Christ. You know, this trail ain't exactly gentle. And it started out really easy, and yeah, like it's deceptive, because it started out easy and then it got really, really hard, really, really fast. Well, actually, not really fast. It just got really hard about a halfway point. And my exhaustion has started to set in by then, but holy shit, the difficulty just skyrocketed. Suddenly there was like fucking cliffs to climb. Oh, good God. Good exercise though. Alright. 3.6 kilometers left. And as far as I'm aware, this is the easy part. People don't seem even remotely tired after they come to this point. Good God, I'm hungry now. At least this place has a nice little boardwalk. This is the direction you're supposed to be going towards this, like in the opposite direction I'm going. And it's supposed to start with you ending up at Vitsand, which is a nice, wonderful, absolutely gorgeous beach. I would show you, but there's a lot of people, so I'd rather not film around a lot of people, so. Highly disrespectful, you know. Yeah, so. Yeah. Okay. We're past the 3-hour mark, just barely. It's 5:16 now. I started at 2:16. So, yeah. We're just barely past the 3-hour mark. But I only got like 2 kilometers left to go. Ish. So, yeah. A little under 4 hours is what I think it's gonna take. Maybe, I mean, I'm getting really tired. Like, I'm not even gonna try to hide it. I am cooked. I'm completely empty. I'm running on empty here. Oh well. Just 1.6 kilometers left. 1.6. Oh, this is heavy. This is heavy. Currently 5:30. Again, just shy of 4 hours. Seems feasible. Just half a kilometer left now, lads. Just half a kilometer. Oh, good God. Oh, good Lord. I am very, very, very tired. But it's gonna be jam and biscuits. Jam, apricot jam and biscuits. Yeah. And with that, I'm back in the car. 10-ish, nearly 11 kilometers. In 3 hours, 37 minutes. I am very tired. Not bad for a guy who's completely out of shape. Well, I am A-shape, but unfortunately that shape is just not fit. Anyway, so yeah, that's the thing. It's now 6:02 in the evening. I went to the bathroom before this, so. I am very tired. But. I don't want to rotate. I don't want to move. Everything hurts. I'm very tired. I'm very sleepy. I am definitely overheated. I'm very dirty again. I'm contemplating maybe I should head back to that other lake I was at, Vättern, by the way, and just have another bath. I'm really contemplating it because, Jesus Christ, I'm filthy. Look at my eyes. Look at that fucking burns here. So tired. But it feels good. I did that. I actually walked that entire thing, and there were more than a few people that I walked past that never caught up to me because they just oh god damn it, my feet. I think I'm gonna have blisters. That they either gave up or they were only going like a half route or something. Oh, fucking mud everywhere. Come on, get back there. Oh, my feet. I think it's safe to say that this trip has been great. But I'm honestly on the fence whether or not I should even bother staying the night, because I could make it home tonight if I wanted to. But I want to chill for a bit, have something to eat. I want to chill for a bit and have something to eat. Biscuits and jam. Or crackers and jam, rather. And this Pepsi. It's sugar-free too, so. I don't care that it's not cold. It's wet, and that's all I care about. Oh my god. Well, I'll get some jam and crackers in me, and we'll see where we go from there. I thought there was an insect for a moment. This is the stuff. I might stop by some fast food place on the way home if I decide to just rip down. I could easily make it home tonight. I only got like 2 hours to drive. 2.5, 3 hours maybe. If I just rip right now, I could make it by 9 p.m. If I stop and eat somewhere, I could make it by 10. So, yeah, that's the thing. It is tempting. Okay. Now I have a little bit of food in my stomach. My headache's going away because I'm no longer starving and I'm no longer thirsty. My headache's going away. I have come to a conclusion. I really want to sleep in my own bed. This has been fun. Don't get me wrong. But now that I'm no longer stressed over if this is going to pass inspection, nor am I stressed about what's going to happen, I want to sleep in my own bed and get a full night's rest. That's what I want to do. I might go for a couple more drives over the coming week, but I don't know. But this one is over. Alright, I'm on the way back now. I figure I'll stop at my sister's place, say hello on the way. Just because I can. But more importantly, why am I calling it quits so early? I mean, I've only been gone for 2 days. And for some people, that would be a piss poor vacation. But I'm a very restless person. I am very restless. Someone called me high maintenance, but really I'm not. As long as I have entertainment, I'm pretty much good. High maintenance is not what I am, but I am very restless. I can't stay doing one thing for very long. I hate it. And I feel like I've sort of hit the point where if I were to push myself through another 2 or 3 days of this, I mean, yeah, the first day was a bummer due to the traffic, but still, if I were to push myself through another 2 or 3 days of this, I'd just get progressively more and more and more frustrated at this, that, and the other, and I don't want that. I want to be able to do this again next year, and it be equally entertaining, probably more so, because I'll have learned from this year, and I won't do the stupid fucking mistake of letting Google Maps do whatever it wants. So yeah, I just feel like I've just gonna let it run out there. Fuck it. I just feel like I've reached the limit of how much enjoyment I'm gonna be able to get out of a trip like this without having a fat wallet. I can't go out and eat every night. I can't go and see movies. I can't go and do this, that, or the other as any form of entertainment. I'm stuck with whatever is free, which is a lot, mind you, but unfortunately there's a lot of things that are free, but they're also pretty much the exact same thing. Walk around a park, which is great, but not all day. Not for 3 days straight. Like, it'd be one thing if I had actually, like, gone camping, which I've done before, and I loved it. But that's not what I did. I went on a car vacation to try to put some miles on this thing, get a good feel for her, see how well she runs, and actually, like, sleep in a car for once, because I've never done that. Not as the only person in the car, at least. Not alone. Never gone on a trip like this alone. And it was something I needed to do. And it's done now. At least this year. It was fun. Well, today was fun. Yesterday was hell. Yesterday was just painful. But today was fun. I'll do it again next year.